Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Majorly Minor Podcast. I am your host, Marishan Ahi, and today I wanted to talk about the creative process, or in other words, the ripple effect. Now, this is something that I've created in my own head that sometimes helps me, so maybe it'll help you, maybe not, I don't know. But here it goes. So we as creative individuals, whether it's architecture, art, film, fashion, whatever it is, we are constantly putting stuff out into the world. And in that process, there are moments where we might compare ourselves to others. It's unavoidable. It's a human reaction. You get jealous, you get insecure, you see someone get a bigger opportunity than you, a better job than you, and you start to compare yourself. But as a creative individual, comparing your work to others is probably the worst thing you can do. Because when you're creative, you really can't quantify your work, which means you really can't objectively compare it, right? Like, this isn't sports. You're not ranked lower than someone else because of these specific things. Creativity just isn't measured like that. So now you're probably asking, okay, well, how do you measure creativity? Well, that's where this metaphor comes in. So if you just imagine that the creative culture in society, the entire culture of creativity, is this massive body of water. Think of it like a really, really big pool. And every creative individual from all over the world is standing around the edge of this pool. And every time that they create something, they throw it into the water. So no matter what, everything that they create just gets thrown in. Now, if you think about that for a second, if you're throwing stuff into a body of water, eventually at some point, that thing is going to sink to the bottom, right? You might see the thing at first, but eventually it sinks. So this is the most important part. When that thing sinks, it causes a ripple to spread out. And this ripple might only affect a small area near you, or maybe it spreads out farther to people on the other side. But there's no objective reasoning for this. Some things just have a bigger effect than others. Again, like I said, you can't quantify creative work. So my point in all of this is to say that you can't get caught up on the size of the things you're doing or the positions that you want compared to others, because those things don't mean anything. They may look nice, they may sound nice, but at some point, it's all just gonna sink to the bottom. But the ripple effect, that's the part that's going to have the biggest impact, and that's the part that's going to last longer than anything else. Someone may think that something that they're doing right now is pointless, but it may have inspired people already, or even people 10 years from now. The goal should be to create things that will have the largest ripple effect for decades to come. The specific things that people create are important, but the effect that those things have on other people is the most important. So yeah, that's it. That's the ripple effect for creativity. I hope that was interesting. I'll be back with another episode soon. Subscribe to the podcast, and thanks for listening. All right, see you later.